think we make him walk, right? We make him earn it. Light Ball, Pikachu, Lumberry, leftovers, and the lax. Or Light Ball, Pikachu, leftovers, and the lax, and Lumberry, literally on everything else. Okay. I like how they make it seem like you can avoid them, but you actually can't. Nice touch. I forgot how hard Red's music goes, though. Alright, best case scenario here is missing Sing. Because we want our Chesto Berry intact. Sing is best case scenario no matter what, because Whiscash can potentially do something on the Blastoise if it's high HP. It risks crit if it's low. Okay. This way we keep our Chesto Berry, no crit. Sure. That looks like a pretty low roll. We'll take those. Alright, this brings in Venusaur, which is always going to Giga Drain me. So if we get double high roll crit on Arbok, we probably wipe. But I mean, it's fiction, right? And not only has to be double crit, but it has to be specifically like double max roll crit. Okay. I think we 2-hit KO with Sludge Bomb. But it's gonna go for Giga Drain, so it might be a 3-hit KO. It's a good roll. Hasn't gone for... Okay. I think we're still in this. Hit a good range. Thought it would go for Sleep Powder, to be honest with you. Okay, Arbok works there. That's actually a very solid Venusaur answer. Very, very solid. Not to mention, we could have hit Sleep Powder one turn, and then we would have been at higher HP. But Arbok's done its job. I don't think it does anything else after this. Alright, we gotta get this Espeon. We're gonna keep track of it, but to the best of my recollection, we have to get this to -5 attack, and I will explain that in a second. The good news is with this HP, this is always Psychic, never any other move. Bite's the next highest move, and it does 32 to my Arbok, which we're never in range, so we could just have a safe switch to Hard Sharpedo here. Eat the Psychic, nice. We're 2-hit KOing with Crunch, but we're dead to Signal Beam crit is the thing, right? So this could also be Reflect. So we're gonna go Gyarados. Drop and Intimidate. This is always Signal Beam or Reflect. I don't really care which one it is, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, wants to Signal Beam me, sure. Okay, we do need to keep track of overlapping ranges and make sure we're never budging up here and switching into something we shouldn't be. But this is always Psychic or Reflect, so we go back to Sharpedo. That's -1 on Espeon. I think we need to go to -5. Okay, there's Reflect. Nothing has changed though, so this is still always Psychic, or Signal Beam. This is -2. At -5, it actually sees Bite as higher damage. We're never dead to Bite crit. We are dead to Signal Beam crit, which would go through the attack boost. So we need to intimidate it down so that it cannot ever click Signal Beam and never get a chance to crit us. So that was the whole point of the sequence. So now we're just crunching. And we just crit kill it. Wow. I guess I didn't have to give up the HP on Gara, but this was safe. And this brings in Snorlax, which is actually a really nice bait. So Reflect's gone. I guess Reflect would have never mattered anyway because it would have gone. So what we need to do now is this Snorlax, its only damaging move is Earthquake and Snore, but it can't go to sleep with Self-Rest unless it takes damage, so you have to complete PP stall this by going between a flying type and something else. It doesn't really matter what we do here, we'll just go between Gyarados. And the reason we're doing this with Manectric is because this baits in Charizard, double checking that, and then we just kill the Zard. So this was the whole setup because the Charizard's pretty hard to switch into. So by abusing the Snorlax AI here, running it out of PP, and then killing it with Manectric, we can bait Charizard because it sees super effective move with Earthquake. We're faster and we just kill it with Thunderbolt. And then it's just Blastoise. Okay. the saddest Charizard I've ever seen. It's gonna appear, and then it's just gonna disappear. Big shout out Manectric. Pretty cool that you can do that. Not gonna lie. And it's Blastoise. Okay. This Blastoise is also, we're not out of the woods yet. Blastoise is a bit annoying on this team. So I was just gonna use my Blastoise against this. So clutch up for me, buddy. Unfortunately slower than this, and even if you pair it, it's a Lumberry. Okay, Miracoat's a good start. Let's Body Slam for the people. It's Miracoating. I was like, why am I faster? Okay, good start. Okay, Chesto Berry. So that's one Chesto Berry gone. Okay, there's one Para. We just need another. But this also doesn't have recovery, so... Okay, it does hit a second Yawn. I have a couple options. I can switch now into Gara, which doesn't seem that bad. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I kill here is the issue. I might. 45% min with Double Edge. How much did this guy take from Blastoise 2 Body Slams? He took 54 min. $45, it's not guaranteed. Okay. So in that case, I think I should just stay in and try to hit. Don't really have any other alternatives. Yeah, no. Manectric's probably dead to Surf Crit, no? Yes. But I suppose I could go Gara into Manectric. Nope, his Gyarados still baits Surf sometimes. Okay, yeah, we definitely stay in here and try to hit. You just never want to click a water move, or a special move for that matter, because this is Miracoat. I think if we just get one more Body Slam, it's guaranteed. Can't imagine it wears us down quickly enough. We're pretty bulky here. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's a second pair that wins us the game. That's huge, because Blastoise now just kills. I was going to say I'm actually now worried about Torrent. But getting the two pairs is huge. This is a very clean run. Good job, Blastoise. So, bit of a recap. Welcome back to attempt 27. The run that has been limping along for a little while now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Limping along is a good term for it, I think. But still playable for sure. As we've mentioned, so the past two gym leaders have both taken 2 Mons, so that's 4 deaths total, plus a blown encounter, unfortunately. Okay, quick claw camera. The only way this is really bad is quick claw explosion. Doesn't happen. And we would have lived Quick Claw Explosion, but Quick Claw Explosion crit would have gotten weird. Okay. Granville Intimidate doesn't matter. This is probably honestly Thunder Wave. We're gonna go Mag. We might be here a while. Yep. It's one Thunder Wave we're counting. I actually can just Will-O-Wisp, right? Yeah, Double Edge exactly. That's one Double Edge we are counting here. Okay. Macargo. Goated. Just gets it at the first time of asking. Of course you do. Alright, now this is what I wanted. This does like no damage to me, by the way. So Heat Wave crit kills this, which I don't like. Ancient Power does very little damage, however. And it's... Would it ever switch if I AP? No, it's got nothing to switch to. Okay, so let's AP once. Shadow Ball. There are probably overlapping ranges. Okay, now I switch to Vileplume. And we take the kill here. I can go for one recover. Shouldn't really matter, but there's also no reason not to. The only important thing is that I kill this with Vileplume to bait Octillery, and we should do that. Is there a world which double-edged crit? How much would you do? You would take 8% recoil. Nah, I can still go for another recover here. It shouldn't matter, but just to try to get high HP as possible, Macargo for the, oh my god. Okay, now I actually have to switch. It's annoying. Wasn't able to get a recover off, but it's fine. If that comes back to bite me, I'm gonna be pissed. Because the, it's kind of fiction, but it could have double-edged crit and then taken burn damage. And we probably would have lost that way. Petal Dance it now. Okay, don't need to count those power points anymore. You're dead. Good job, team. Alright, this is the only mon that we have on our team that baits an Octillery, not Shiftry, which is why we did this. This is Quick Claw Octillery. It's kind of hard to body. It's kind of hard to body and still find good pathing. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go Poliwrath, which has pretty good odds here. It's not perfect, but that's what we're doing. Let me just double check this. And that baits in Shiftry, and hopefully we're always in Giga Drain range. Yep. We might not be, though. And it could explode, in which case we'd lose Arbok, but that's just what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's expected. What did I go on this? That's probably a mistake, honestly. But never punished, I guess. It does have a Brick Break switch into Gengar, which is actually kind of scary. Nothing I can do about it. We're just gonna Brick Break away. If it switches into Gengar, not gonna lie to y'all, could be real bad. Okay, maybe Cherry was correct. If I Bubble Beam, and I hit... If I Bubble Beam, I pluck 2 Brick Breaks, never kill, but a Brick Break plus Bubble Beam plus Brick Break still kills, and then it can't switch into Gengar. Let's do that. Because now it always switch into Shiftry, which is kind of fine. Okay. No Quick Claw, no crit. Nice. Okay, this actually might be good. Good job, Poliwrath. Shiftry here. Am I in Giga Drain range? I really hope so. I don't think I am, though. It has a range, so we did the best we could. So this has a... So this is 3% to explode right now, but it's less than that because it has a 1 in 4 chance to find a kill with Giga Drain, and if it finds that roll, it will always go for it. So the odds of losing Arbok here I guess, are a little bit canceled out because it also has Focus Man, but the best option we have is going Arbok. And hoping. This has to be the play, right? Because losing Arbok isn't too detrimental, but the odds are so low. I'd be actually kind of upset if it happens. Let's see. If it explodes, Arbok's always dead. We will never survive. Dude! Are you serious? Stack another death up. That could have been a potential Flannery Mon, man. This run is so bloody. There were 2 explosion mods. There's no way to bring them both in last. We did the best we could there. That sucks. Didn't find the Giga Drain kill. I was hoping it would. Reminds me of the plan for number 5 a little bit, where with the Dragon Dance stuff, but I mean, my god. Okay. We crunch once here, and then we just check crit ranges after. We're never in any immediate damage or danger. Arbok, I was growing attached to you. I'm sorry, my guy. Doesn't matter. Oh, we now we have to switch to Whiscash. Shouldn't be dead to crit here. I didn't actually calc it, but I don't imagine where we had no switches anyway from that point, so. Yeah, it had to be like that, unfortunately. There was nothing else. Alright, Tabitha. Not as prepared for you as I usually am, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna do my best. Thunderbolt. Manetric, this was not the last thing you have to do this fight, so stand by, my friend. Here comes the demon. This is a demon. This is basically random overlapping ranges between Head Smash and Earthquake. I mean, both hurt Whiscash pretty considerably, so it doesn't actually really matter. Muddy Water does always kill, thankfully. Earthquake doesn't because we're minus attack, but we can kill it with Muddy Water. We are faster. We just need to dodge like Quick Claw into crit kind of stuff. HP that we land at could matter as well. Okay, there's Head Smash. It's not going to take any recoil because it's Rock Head. That looks like a pretty high roll, honestly. But I'll take it if it doesn't Quick Claw here. It doesn't. Cool. Easy. So always kills. This is Arcanine, and this is probably always Hidden Power Grass at this HP, but let's confirm. Always HP Grass here. Netra's going to tank this attack. No crit's important because if it had crit, it could have potentially been baiting other moves. This is always Overheat confirmed though, so we go Mag. It's 1 HP Grass and 1 Overheat. We might need to count this up, is the thing. Okay. Took some recoil, and I can actually tell you exactly how much recoil it took. So it went to 49. And it took some more chip. Recover? We need to spam recover because crit into crit would kill us. 65 HP from 100. Recover? 66, so that's another 9%. 68%. Okay, now it's definitely fine. Okay, so it's always going for Wild Charge, right? So now I need to go Manectric, hope not to get crit, and go into Dugong. That's the play. Dugong would prefer, because it's thick fat, would prefer to switch into Overheat here, and no other move. Even if it's not, though, we're only risking crit, right? So let's do this. Because if I don't get crit, it's always Wild Charge no matter what. And if I get Overheat crit, it's still usually only Wild Charge. So we go Manectric here. Manectric is safe. Okay, Oranberry's going to activate, which is actually huge. Because I think this still puts me in only ever... Overheat range, please tell me. 67. Can't be Wild Charge, can't be HP Grass, cannot be perfect. Extreme Speed, which is the big one. So this allows us to go into Dugong. So without Arbok, this line's a bit more challenging, but I think it should still check out here. And we need to use Dugong because no other water type baits Flygon, but because Dragon and Ground is weak to Ice, it will always bait Flygon and ignore the normal water type. Okay, that's fine. And now we kill this with Bubble Beam. And it shouldn't Extreme Speed because it should be Wild Charging. We always kill from this range. So essentially what we did is we spammed Recovery. We didn't have a good way to out-damage this. So we used Macargo to like spam Recovery and use its own recoil moves against us. And exactly, this is Flygon now. So I think we're just going hard. Yeah, this is not safe to stay with Dugong here, as it would seem, because Rock Slide crit probably kills me. It's an 81% chance to crit me. Additionally, we could just get flinched. It's probably Rock Slide here, although there is some overlapping ranges with Earthquake. We're going Gardevoir. We're never dead to Rock Slide crit, and if it Earthquakes crit, which we are dead to sometimes, we trace Levitate, so that's not a non-issue. The only thing here is we take more damage on Gardevoir than we normally would have. Because normally if we use Arbok here, it would always be guaranteed Earthquake, but Gardevoir HP shouldn't be that important. Okay, we're going here. We gotta use a hard scale to make this work. Another reason this run is struggling. Okay, my favorite flying type Gardevoir. We hard scaled Ice Punch to always, and we went to 42, which is level cap, to always outspeed and kill this. Nice. Okay, Manectric in. I think we're just using Lantern here to always win. Okay, there's Crunch. Doesn't know about Volt Absorb. It's like the only fiction I was worried about. Okay. Do I have, Man, this was supposed to be one of the easy parts. Nah, I couldn't have gone Dugong. It could have been Thunderbolt. I do have a battery, though, in Dugong if I do need it. And Dugong HP at this point shouldn't matter too much. So we're just going to stay in Bubble Beam here. There's nothing else we can do is the thing. Okay, so it knows about Volt Absorb. Perfect. Huge crit Lantern, by the way. Cannot switch here. I could if it was risking Lantern, but there's some fiction that could happen on the switch. So we just Bubble Beam here. Goes for Crunch, sure. A -1 Spadef because of the drops this can do actually kind of a lot. -2 Spadef, wow. Could that be Hidden Power Grass, though? Small issue? Maybe? Wheezing here. This is actually good because I can't get poisoned on the switch here. Okay. This is Lumberry. Macargo should win, though. So it looks like we were able to recover. I mean, I don't see any reason not to recover once and then Heat Wave. Yep. Yeah, I'm slower, obviously. Should be fiction, right? I've never did a crit. Max is 50. Heat Wave doesn't always 2-hit KO. So I actually need a recover here. Glad I checked. It looks like it was a good roll. It looks like Heat Wave probably kills again. But there's no reason to risk it. I can just do this one more time. Okay, perfect. Now I Heat Wave again. Let's see if we get a hit the range here. We do. Okay, cool. Good job, Cargo. Alright, I think everything... We recovered from losing Arbok, which we're going to use in that fight. And we worked it out pretty good. Alright, unique Maxie for me. Never done it like this. See how it works out for us. Felt like I had to, though, with Golem not outspeeding the Registeel, so... Had to find other ways, and other ways we found. Reversal. From 1 HP. So we effectively trade Primate for Registeel here, right? Because Primate's 1 HP, so it really can't do anything for the rest of the fight, but we get rid of the Registeel in one fell swoop. So, this is the first real part of the fight that happens. This is either Earthquake, this is either Psychic, this is Signal Beam. Earthquake and Signal Beam are essentially the same thing. Psychic crit, Psychic drop, it's all bad. Just, it's a 2 and 3 to be in our favor. Okay, so I'm glad we went Pears and Berry here. Let's see if it pays off. No, so Orange still would have been fine. I'm fine, I said I'm fine with Signal Beam, and I am. And I don't regret the Pears and Berry. We have a okay roll to 2-shot, but it's not guaranteed. Hopefully we can get a flinch, that would be pretty nice. This is probably Psychic incoming. Oh my god, flinch! Gyarados, you are an absolute champ. This could actually help me against the Houndoom too. Can't switch now, right? No water resist on this team. The flinch crit Gyara, my man. And this is really good because one thing I was worried about is not being in Thunder Punch range from Zam and sometimes being in Psychic range. But this always guarantees us we're in exactly Thunder Punch, which is exactly what we need to happen. So this is a really good turn of events. Very, very, very nice. Zam here exactly perfect. That's not even the end of the tricky part though, because Double Edge is a roll. There's a lot of weird stuff that can happen on this interaction. A lot of it's bad. The only good part is living here and killing with Double Edge and non-crit. Okay, that's a low roll, that's good. This should be fine. Persian, please hit this range. Thank you. We had Persian on attempt 19 and it failed to beat the Zam, so that feels pretty darn good. Just hard Golem. Or Rockhead, so we can afford just to head smash our way through here, I think. Okay. I knew Seismic Toss to AI was weird, so we went Rost here. So this is fine. Perhaps I should have considered going Gyarados, though. I don't actually know. If I don't kill with Golem, does this mess up the line? A little, but it probably doesn't matter in the long run that much. I'm gonna head smash. Maybe it'll miss Will-O-Wisp or something. Or maybe we'll just crit kill it. Okay, or that. That's totally fine too. There's no... Does it ever survive after leftovers? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. Perfect. Good job, Golem. I think at this HP we confirm Hidden Power Grasp from the Houndoom too. So not able to use Golem on the Registeel in this fight, but turns out if you preserve it, it's pretty darn good against the Dusclops. Alright, Tenta. You should be fine here, realistically. But a lot of eyes on you. We are faster, but we're also minus the def, so it's kind of a wash. Never did I crit on this Hidden Power Grasp, but there's some weird stuff after it, maybe. Crunch crit would kill us. We probably did a crunch crit. We have a 87.5% chance to kill this with Muddy Water. We hard scaled Muddy Water for this fight and a lot of other fights. It's not just for this fight, but this Tenta needed this. This box needed this. What we need, Tenta, is for you to hit this range. Persian did its job. Can you deliver as well? Please. You can. Excellent. Okay. Crobat, and I believe this should be guaranteed now because we have pretty good matchups into everything. And honestly, we're kind of high HP on a lot of stuff. Like, I can't stay in here, but this is always Air Slash. No other overlapping ranges. I mean, I don't think Macargo should ever lose here, I'll be real with you guys. But there's some weird stuff that can happen. We're gonna go Mag. I guess I went Peche. No, I did go Oran here. Cool. It's actually a good play. Okay, we're slower. No reason not to recover here. Play it slow. AP is a 3 hit. Alright, Heat Wave actually does more damage. Giga Drain gonna come out here. Now, we already did a double high roll Giga Drain crit, so we need to keep that in mind. So I think I just want a Heat Wave. Praying for AP boost is kind of stupid, honestly. So, yeah, let's Heat Wave. I mean, it has Lumberry, but I guess we could burn it twice. So, as long as we dodge the first crit, this is always safe just to repeat this process. So we recover now. It's crit into crit that loses us the game. Okay. Actually, no, we'd be fine because we have Oran. So it'd have to crit into crit twice because I forgot we were able to go Oran here. Heat Wave again. AP was probably better there, honestly. It's fine though. I don't know like what crit healing looks like, so we're just gonna do this. Game? I'm assuming. Yep, nice job. Nice job. Alright, ate some experience up 2. Alright, we couldn't have asked for much better, honestly. That was pretty nice.